Again, my name is Alessandra Giglio. I'm from the Institute of Educational Technology from the National Council of Research in Italy, and I'm here to share some thoughts, some preliminary thoughts about our design. We're in my work team, we're designing a course, an online course, and we are trying to use digital badges to support self-regulated learning, as you can see from the title. So my workshop team is this one. Well, you cannot really see faces, but we are there basically to design this online course, which is for biomedical researchers on open resources and digital libraries. They want to improve their ways of using that kind of resources. Then we started thinking about self-regulated learning, since we are talking about participants that are quite adult, and they can decide which learning path they want to choose. We thought that self-regulated learning could be useful in this course, can be applied to this course. So I want to share our basic assumption, right? Since self-regulated learning takes place when individuals plan, monitor, and evaluate their learning experiences, their processes of learning, formative assessment is quite important. It's a core aspect of their learning experience. And for sure, a good, meaningful formative assessment activity can affect the three phases of SRL. So students, participants can plan better, can monitor better, can evaluate better their outcomes. However, you know better than me that to design a meaningful formative assessment is far from being easy. So we thought that digital badges can help this way in this field. They could provide a good answer for assessment activities, assessment and learning activities. And then digital badges can play a crucial role in this point. So let's talk about something more practical, right? So our course is called CBER 2014. We are designing it, so we're far from the end of the process. This is the Italian name, the English name is with an S. And again, it's an online course for biomedical professionals that want to improve the ways of using digital libraries and open resources in their researches. Because of this kind of participants, we thought that a problem-based course could be useful for them. It's something they know already from their professional field. And then every module of the course has a problem. There are some errors there that are not shown properly, but there is an initial problem, some activities or resources that wants participants to solve this problem together. There are some assessment activities, and at the end, these assessment activities are sort of a package that gives the chance to gain a digital badge. We have 3 modules in the course. And each module is divided into some levels competencies. So in the SRL Lite, participants can decide which module to take and which level they want to achieve. And then we try to put the structure in some tables. As you can see, the 3 colored balls are the 3 modules, so information retrieval and management, dissemination, and evaluation. And as you can see, let me put this here, we have also 3 levels, so 3 levels, 3 modules. So we have the bronze, silver, and gold level here. And from this structure, you can see which are the skills that every module and level will bring to the participant. We are thinking of putting badges for all of these aspects, as you can see from the next two slides. So that structure here is called, the previous one was the competence map, and this is the activity map. So you can see that from a certain level for a certain module, you find which are the activities students should do in order to gain a badge, or to gain that competence, that skill. And then this is the badge ecosystem structure, which is pretty the same as the one before. So if you want to be a bronze red participant, then you will gain this informed participant badge. As I was saying before, this is a preliminary thought about this course. We still have to do a lot of things. We are designing the course, we are designing the content, we are not only talking about badges at this moment, and but considering badges, we surely have to decide something before going on. If we don't decide which is the platform we're using, or if we don't decide which is the deliverer of badges that we are using, probably we will need to consider some other factors during our delivery of the course. So basically, if we don't choose some of the aspects of the course, that could affect the course in a good or a bad way. Let's see what happens. So we need to have more time to develop the course, to develop the digital badge system, but we hope that we are on a good track. So thank you for your attention, and thank you for sharing your ideas or critiques or everything about this course. You can find our emails there. So thank you again. Have a good workshop.
Thank you. Thank you for this last slide. It's beautiful. Okay. Does anyone want to put some brief comments or ask some quick questions?
Well, it's not a quick question, but I would love to talk more later about just how badges and formative assessment work well together, and just like how you think that makes it easier for students to understand and for people to get into that formative assessment process.
Yeah. Well, it's a big talk, actually.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
No, I don't know. Do you want to talk about this later on after the...
Either. Just start talking about it, and then we'll continue our discussion later.
All right. So, well, one of our... I'm answering with a question, right? Which is not really fair. One of the questions that we were doing to ourselves is, are professionals getting the idea of digital badges as something too naive, too childish? That is something that we need to consider, even because we are in a higher education field, but also in a professional education field. So that is one point that we need to consider, and that could affect the effectiveness, of formative assessment. If I'm giving a formative assessment activity, which is pretty good, but I'm wasting it in the way I'm presenting by using badges that participants don't pretty like, or by using a design that participants don't like, that could spoil the activity itself. So that is an aspect that we were talking about, which is not really what you were asking, probably. Yeah, I know, but it's something that is related. It's related.
So, yeah,